안녕하세요. 온누리국제법인의 안녕훈 대표입니다. 지난 시간에는 트럼프 대통령의 행정명령 결과에 대해 말씀드렸습니다. 예상대로 EB-5는 전처럼 문제없이 진행되며 앞으로도 가장 안전한 이민 방법으로서의 지위가 당분간 유지될 것으로 보입니다. 오늘은 빌 게이츠 투자로 화제가 된 포 시즌즈와 함께 가장 안전한 EB-5 프로젝트로 평가받는 코타 베라에 대한 소개를 드려볼까 합니다. 코타 베라는 한인들이 많이 거주하시는 캘리포니아 주의 대도시 샌디에이고에 대규모 주택단지를 건설하는 프로젝트입니다. 전체 프로젝트를 구획별로 나누어 이미 일부 구획을 EB-5로 진행한 홈페드는 EB-5 투자자들 중 절반 가까이가 한국 투자자였을 정도로 높았던 인기에 힘입어 지난해 다음 구획인 코타 베라를 새로운 EB-5 프로젝트로 소개하였습니다. 홈페드의 대표 크리스 포저 그리고 EB-5 디렉터인 트레버 앤더슨으로부터 보다 자세한 내용을 들어보시겠습니다.
Hi, my name is Trevor Anderson. I'm the director of EB-5 for HomeFed Corporation. With me today is Chris Foulger, our president. Today we're going to talk a little bit about HomeFed Corporation and our current EB-5 offerings. Chris, can you tell me a little bit about HomeFed Corporation and how HomeFed has found success in the EB-5 program?
You bet, I'd be happy to. HomeFed is a real estate development company based in San Diego. Our specialty is large-scale master plan communities. So we buy large tracts of land, we get government approvals, we put in the roads, infrastructure so that homes, apartments, parks, schools can all be built. We've been around for over 20 years and we've been a public company for all of that time. It was not until last year that one of our largest shareholders, Jefferies Financial Group, bought out the minority shareholders. So we are now a wholly owned subsidiary of Jefferies Financial Group, which is a New York Stock Exchange, a large diversified conglomerate based in New York City. So we're very happy to be part of the Jefferies family. On the EB-5 front, why have we been so successful? Well, I think it goes to the structure that we put together. When we looked at EB-5 a number of years ago, it became apparent to us that safety was the number one factor. And so we looked at our projects and looked how we might be able to meet a need in the marketplace. And we were able to put together a proposal, a project that was first trust-deed position. So our EB-5 investors, nobody stood in front of them. We put a tremendous amount of equity in the project. And we were building housing, which is probably the safest of real estate asset classes. So we had a lot of really strong things going for us, and our Asian partners in Asia and around the world, I think, recognized this, and our EB-5 partners also recognized the safety that came with this structure, and we, have been very successful with it.
So that first EB-5 project, the village of Escaya, can you give us a little status update on where that project's at and how those investors are faring in their investment?
Absolutely. They have done, in short, they've done very well. EB-5 makes up a small portion of the capital stack. There's over $600 million of cost in the project, and the EB-5 is the only debt in the project. It's $125 million. Escaya, since opening, has been the number one selling master plan community in San Diego. We have just under 1,000 units to sell. We're 95% sold out. And we've got some apartments that are being finished, another 273 apartments. And to give you an example, this last month with COVID-19, the world has been stopped. I know our partners are feeling the same effects. But in that time, in just April, we've sold 8 homes and we've leased 20 apartments. So, around the country, as we talk to our home builder partners and other consultants, they're at a virtual standstill, and still we're selling not at the rate that we were, but at a pretty decent rate, especially given how little inventory we have at this time. So we're thrilled with how Escaya is done, and we think our EB-5 partners should be as well. In addition to getting their money back, the other big factor, as you know, is jobs. And we've created over 3,000 jobs. The jobs required for our EB-5 investors was 2,500. So we already have a big buffer, and we're creating more jobs along the way. So it's been a great success for us and our EB-5 partners.
That's great. So it sounds like Escaya really has been a fantastic EB-5 investment for our investors. Can you tell us a little bit about our newest EB-5 project, Cota Vera? Is that similar to Escaya? Can the investors expect similar results?
Yeah, I think so. We're building off the success of Escaya. Cota Vera is just a mile or so to the east, and actually, what's a better location? It's a little closer to freeways and to shopping and infrastructure. So it's a little more desirable location from a home buyer perspective. But we put together the same structure that protected our EB-5 investors in Escaya. They're in a first trustee position. There's a lot of equity protecting their investment. And we are negotiating right now with several large home builders who want to partner with us on that project. We don't have that deal finalized. We expect that to be done in the next maybe 60 days, where we might be able to announce who our partners will be. But there's still strong interest in homes in Otay Ranch in San Diego.
That's great. And you've already started construction on that project. When do you expect to start building homes?
By the end of the year, we expect to deliver lots to our home builder partners. We started well over a year ago, probably 18 months ago. So jobs have been created. These are the indirect construction jobs that are so valuable for EB-5. We're fronting that cost. We're getting those things going. And again, it adds to the safety for EB-5 investors who are interested in EB-5, in immigration.
Great. What would you tell a prospective EB-5 investor when they're looking at the state of the world today and the global economy, the impacts of COVID-19? How can you make them comfortable in a real estate investment in today's world?
It's a scary proposition. We're not out of it yet. We don't know where it's going. But it goes back to the original structure that we thought was so important to put together. That, when a downturn comes and you have a big debt that you have to service, it can often be the end of the project. We did not want that to happen to our EB-5 investors. We wouldn't be able to live with ourselves. So we put them in the first position. They are the bank. They are in the safest position. And, for asset class wise, we own a mall, we have a hotel, and those are being dramatically affected by what's going on. Housing is just a basic need. Everybody needs shelter. The market can go down, it can slow down, but without bank debt that can cause you to go into foreclosure, we feel that housing is the best market to be in. And with San Diego, we've got very stable jobs. We've got a very big military presence, a lot of government jobs that are very stable, a lot of healthcare jobs that are, again, very stable in today's environment. So there's always risk, but we feel out of our portfolio across the country, San Diego housing is what we feel is the safest portion of our portfolio.
That's great. So between the first position to the EB-5 investors, the exceptionally strong San Diego market, and HomeFed's success in the industry for many, many years, it sounds like it's a great EB-5 investment for prospective investors.
We sure hope so. That was the intent when we put it together. We take our partnership with our EB-5 investors very seriously, and wanted to make sure that they could sleep at night when a downturn like this came.
That's great. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate the time today. Thank you, all of you, our existing investors, our future investors. We appreciate the opportunity to partner with you in this EB-5 program.
Thank you.
들으신 바와 같이 홈페드사는 오랜 업력과 막강한 자금력을 바탕으로 추가적인 대출 없이 개발사의 자본과 EB-5 투자 자금만으로 프로젝트를 진행해 이미 이전 프로젝트를 성공적으로 진행하면서 많은 한국 투자자분들께 이름을 알렸습니다. 직전 프로젝트였던 에스카야는 캘리포니아주가 락다운된 지난 4월에도 분양 계약을 이어가며 전체 분양률이 95%를 넘는 기염을 토했습니다. 이러한 성공적인 분양 덕분에 홈페드에서는 에스카야의 분양 수익을 코타 베라의 투자금 상환에 사용할 수 있게 하는 파격적인 약속을 하기로 했습니다. 어떠신가요? 온누리국제법인은 대한민국의 투자인을 선도하는 기업으로서 투자자 여러분들께 항상 보다 나은 프로젝트를 안내해드린다는 자부심을 가지고 있습니다. 오늘 안내드린 코타 베라 역시 그런 우수한 프로젝트들 중 하나입니다. 저희 안내가 투자자분들이 안전한 투자에 도움이 되기를 바라며 오늘 영상은 이만 줄이겠습니다. 다음 시간에도 보다 빠른 소식, 보다 유용한 정보로 찾아뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.